You're listening to A Whale of an Idea 5.0.
Hey, welcome everybody. Again, this is Leslie Robert Wolf, and we're doing another Whale of an Idea show. Today we have I think it's rather of an interesting twist. We're going to be talking about nonprofit organizations, but you'll probably get a lot of very unique marketing tips and suggestions that you could use for pretty much any endeavor. My guest is Steve Burnett. He's got a company called promocause.com, and don't worry, that link will be right on the webpage right there along with the video if you want to check that out. Again, my guest is Steve Burnett, and just to make sure, Steve, are you there?
Yes, sir, my friend. How are you today?
Good. Well, Steve, let's start out right out of the gate. Why don't you tell us a little bit about Promocause and what it does?
Okay, well, first thing I want to do is really thank you for your time. I'm really honored to be able to get a few minutes of talking to such a great man as yourself, everything that you've been trying to do specifically in the communities you've been reaching out to. So once again, I want to thank you for that, Leslie. Promocause, sir, is a real simple concept. In my history of 20 years of marketing and working at ad agencies and call centers, I've been blessed to run into great people such as yourself, people who are always looking at others and bring communities together. And at the end of the day, what we consistently kept running into were people who had great ideas. They just needed some funding. They needed a little bit of financial help to get them going. And that's kind of where the birth of Promocause came about a few years ago. What's been happening lately is nonprofits, churches, people who have causes, any person who wants to do a fundraiser, what's been happening is it's not the fact that people who assist them financially don't want to help them. It's just a lot of people can't. You know, in today's economy, we've seen a lot of things where, gas almost shot up to $4 or $5 a gallon, and we have a lot of things going on with health insurance and people being cut back to part-time, and they still want to be there to help those causes that they love, people that they love, and a lot of them just can't. So what we did was, we kind of brainstormed and said, for every, problem, there's got to be a solution. So what is the solution for a nonprofit, for a church, for a cause, for someone trying to do a fundraiser, maybe just for a particular child? What can we do to assist them when a situation arises where you are asking people to help you a little bit financially, but they just don't have the means? Well, it kind of clicked in some of my travels a few years ago that basically all we need to do is find out companies who have marketing programs, affiliate marketing programs. Some of them are even multi-level marketing programs where they have either a product or a service that people are going to use anyway. You and I have basically the same types of bills. We have our business bills, but you and I have cell phone bills. You and I have our mortgage payments. You and I have electricity. You and I have gas. You and I have car payments. You and I have health insurance. But there are hundreds, if not thousands, of companies who are floating around right now, trying to make names for themselves or trying to bolster their circumference of customers they have by offering great deals. And a lot of times when they do that, some of them either offer a percentage of the sale or they offer a finder's fee for people who start using a service that they were going to use anyway. So if there are programs like that that already exist, the best thing we can do is do nothing more than inform a nonprofit. Let's inform a church. Let's inform a cause that, hey, guess what? Did you know that Joe Blow's company over here, that if people start using his cell phone service, not only are they going to get a 50% discount, but every time a person uses his cell phone service, this person is going to make a huge donation to your cause. Not only does that make common sense, it makes business sense as well, and that was the birth of Promocause, Leslie.
Well, very good. So just to kind of reiterate a little bit, in other words, instead of a nonprofit organization, offering a book in exchange for a donation or candy or flowers or something of that nature, rather than doing that, by doing with what you're talking about, then the donation becomes ongoing and actually can become greater.
Mm-hmm.
And what I mean by that is, let's say, like you said, somebody maybe signs up for a cellular service or something, and they tell other people about the service. So instead of just maybe the nonprofit getting, say, a $10 donation, that could add up from just that one thing to hundreds of dollars in donations. Am I correct on that?
Absolutely. You nailed it right on the head. And the thing that makes this great is we're talking about products and services that everybody uses on a day-to-day basis anyway. You know, I just gave that one example of a cellular service, but, you know, or in any average nonprofit or cause or fundraising opportunity that's out there, there's going to be a certain percentage of those people who are either business owners or they have some sort of opportunity that they are trying to spread the word on and market themselves. We have programs and products to assist those people as well. We have literally thousands of different services that we can offer to nonprofits. And the thing that makes it great is they don't really have to do anything other than just inform their people. We actually do the marketing for you. The first thing that we do is we actually kind of have a questionnaire for you on our website at promocods.com, where we specifically ask you, you know, how do you contact the people that support you? Do you use email? Do you have a call center? Are you using Twitter? Are you using Facebook? You see, we have a lot of people on our team that are experts in each one of those fields. So once you figure out that questionnaire, then I'll have a one-on-one conversation with either that director or that president of that organization, and they can kind of aim me towards what they feel is the best program we should offer to their supporters. And then we take it from there. And it's a win-win-win situation for everyone, because the thing that I really love is you're not asking a person to dig deeper into their product, into their pockets, I'm sorry. What we're basically doing is showing them an avenue where we're going to, first of all, get them a savings or something they're going to purchase anyway. That's the thing that's great about it. You see, a lot of people might not want to purchase a T-shirt or might not want to purchase a water bottle. We all have to pay our electricity bill. We all have to pay our health insurance. We all have to pay our mortgage. If we have a program that can assist you in getting a deduction on bills you have to make anyway, and then when you use that service, that company makes a huge donation back to your cause. You see, that helps all of us, and that's specifically what we're trying to do, my friend.
How does it work? You know, take a typical nonprofit organization, and maybe they get together with you on some type of an affiliate program or whatever it may be. The money that's generated from that, let's say the nonprofit has their affiliate link, and somebody goes to the nonprofit's replicating website or affiliate link, and they sign up for a particular product or service. Can they still declare that as a donation? You know, and also for the person who bought or signed up for the service, is that also 100% deduction for them as well? How does that work?
Yes. It's very simple. Each nonprofit cause or fundraising opportunity, each one of them has their own bylaws. So to be perfectly clear, each situation is a monster in itself. And we'll walk you through that to make sure that we are upholding all the standards that you have set for that particular function that we're trying to assist you in. So some companies will have absolutely no problem with some. We have lawyers that can walk you through the process of making sure that we are doing everything that's up to code and up to par for what you need as far as your taxes and being available to have that type of income coming in to your organization. So that's not really a problem. Once again, just like you said, you've already answered the question about it. And it's great for the fundraiser because, you see, we don't need their contact list. All they're doing is just letting everyone know, and they're being upfront about it. Hey, here's what we have that's going on. If a certain percentage of you take advantage of this special by just clicking on this link, what happens is 60, 50, 40% of the profits out of every dollar that you use to use that particular product or service will be given to us as a donation from the company that provided that product or service to us. So it helps from that end as well. So as far as a step-by-step program, once again, either they are contacting their supporters through email, Facebook, Twitter. We design all of the ad campaigns for you. We walk everyone through it. In fact, what we actually do, another step that we do is we actually create a few videos, and we actually have live conference calls that we do 7 nights a week, usually around 9 p.m. Eastern, to explain those programs to those supporters as well. So a person clicks on that link, for that particular service that was described to them by the director of that nonprofit. If they agree that it's something that makes sense in their household, it's a usually, a 3 or 4 minute process. Name, telephone number, if you decide whatever services you're going to use, credit card number, it is all automatically filtered in. That nonprofit gets to see everything, just like with any other online business opportunity. They have a back office where they can track every person that has taken advantage of the opportunity, and they can track it to the penny on every donation that they get from the company as well. It works for everyone, sir.
So just to clarify, so if a person were to sign up for a service or product through what you're talking about, the person making the purchase, that then is a pretty much a 100% tax deductible deal?
Yes, sir. It is for them as well, because the majority of these opportunities that are coming in, a lot of them are business opportunities as well. So that person who took advantage of that situation can use that, not only that one purchase that they can use as a tax write-off, but also the gauntlet of everything else that comes along with that purchase. Example being, you can write off your cell phone for some people. Some people can write off a percentage of their mortgage or rent. A lot of people can write off about 50% of their meals because they've taken advantage of a business opportunity. So we always kind of inform people to get in contact with the person that they know and trust locally that's one of their tax representatives and accounting to help them along with that as well.
Very cool. How long have you been doing this type of service?
I've been doing this. Promocause is actually a newer company. We've been around for a few months. I've actually been doing these types of services going on 15 years, just realizing that I could take it to a bigger spectrum outside of my personal relationships with pastors and preachers up and down the East Coast. I guess it kind of came to fruition. A great business partner of mine out of Austin, Texas, had a few startup companies back in 2012 where he was specifically reaching out to nonprofits to offer them discounts on particular products and services. And we were connected to some major advertisers at this time, people that you usually see on TV commercials. And in our midst of conversations, we realized that it was an easier mainstream directive to bring in affiliate marketing, multi-level marketing, or some people doing particular specials because they had everything already set up. The structure for everything was already done because these companies are built to run that way. So it was easier for us to introduce these types of products and services to nonprofits than for us to go to an advertiser and kind of have to make them rebuild their structure to accommodate us. Well, we have literally over 10,000 people or 10,000 different businesses and services we can get in contact with that already have the structure in place.
Well, the thing I like about this particular methodology, if you will, methodology, is that theoretically speaking, if an organization were to look at it from a business opportunity point of view, as well as, of course, the end user getting the actual product and service, the donation factor could be huge on an ongoing monthly basis. Sky's the limit on that, isn't it?
Yeah, I can give you a perfect example. Most of us have kind of been embedded in particular companies. We have soft drink companies. We usually see it a lot during the Olympics. We see it a lot during Christmas, where there are, major credit card companies, major fast food companies who make donations to nonprofits all the time. If you use their product, they'll donate. But let's go over those numbers. These companies are talking, 1%, 0.5%. Use this credit card, we'll donate 2%. Well, the average, and I mean on average, a company that participates in our program to assist nonprofits, they donate 50% of the amount of money that they make per sale. So we're talking, the numbers start to become astronomically huge with just a small amount of people taking advantage of a product or a service that they were going to use anyway. So it comes together for everyone, and we really foresee within 2 to 3 years that this will become the industry standard.
Very cool. I know that, like you say, Promocause just started a couple months ago. Is there any kind of metrics or stats, or do you have anybody yet? I know it's probably still too early yet, but I was going to ask anyway. Have you got anybody that's started one of your services yet, or?
Yes, we do. In fact, if you go to the website at promocalls.com, you're going to see I'm going to have a new listing of all of the companies that we have. What we were basically doing was kind of holding off until the holidays before we debuted that page, but that is coming. So I'll have all that information online for you soon.
Okay, very good. So, what led you to start something like this as opposed to, did it just kind of dawn on you one day, or were you talking with a nonprofit and it just kind of bing?
I should tell you how it happened. I was actually watching a basketball game, flicking through the channels in a hotel room about 6 or 7 months ago, and came up on, literally within 5 minutes, I came up on PBS was doing a fundraiser on TV where they were actually asking people, hey, if instead of just making a one-time donation, if you made a monthly donation, then what we'll do is give you, and I want to make the television shows, but they had, PBS has a few great shows that people watch every Sunday. So what they were doing was if you made a donation of, $200, $300, $400, $500, and what they were going to do was give you 4 or 5 seasons of this particular television show. And it dawned on me that, this is a product or a service that people want. They want that show. And if you make a donation to PBS, then you would get this set of DVDs. What made me think about it was, what if it was reversed? What if instead of making the donation to PBS, what if the DVD company just offered, hey, by the way, every time you purchase this DVD, we'll donate 40% of our profits to PBS. Why can't we do that? And that opened up the door to everything else. I started seeing TV commercials for cable companies that are advertising to this day that if you get people to take advantage of switching from whatever cable company they use now, well, we'll actually help you and start eliminating your cable cost. Well, if you're paying for someone's cable, that's basically making a donation to that person. Why can't that cable company do that for a nonprofit? And then the next thing you know, I'm online, and I see a search engine that a lot of people use to get information on, where they were asking for a donation to help keep that search engine alive where people come to get information. It's the same thing. So all of these opportunities have been presented on a day-by-day basis to us. It's just what's happening is all of us have become accustomed to these nonprofits, asking them to just help them financially, which is great, and I have no problem with that. But if those nonprofits have an opportunity where they can provide a product or a service to a person and something that they're going to purchase anyway. See, that's the most important thing about this. We're not asking you to get something that that is out of your way to get. We're talking about things that you purchase either on a day-to-day basis, weekly basis, a monthly basis. If I can get you a discount or savings or a rebate on that, and that company shows they're appreciating 20, 30, 40, 50, 60% of the profits to the nonprofit of your choice, that makes all the sense in the world, Leslie.
As your business is growing now and everything, it's starting to, kick in. And what is it that you're looking for? What is it that you're seeking?
I am seeking people who just need help. We all need to help one another in today's age. We have products and services that we can get to you. You get a discount on the products and service that you use and you love, and we can help out those people who need us now. I'm just looking for people who need assistance. Just come to promocause.com, which is PROMOCAUSE.com. You'll see an information field once you click a link, and I'll be more than happy to get back with you in 24 hours or less. I'm just trying to help as many people as I can because that's my love, just like yours, Leslie.
Well, what I'd like to talk about that just a little bit more. Is it that you're looking for nonprofit organizations to contact you, or are you looking for individuals to contact you?
Well, it depends. Each one of us has a particular journey. So there's no such thing as a perfect world, and what we're trying to do is you and I know of the business world. It can be a nonprofit leader to contact me. It can be a person who represents a nonprofit or is a member of a nonprofit or a supporter. The whole thing is let's just start some dialect. One of the best quotes that I learned in my 20 years of doing marketing is start where you stand. Better tools will always fall at your command. We have to start somewhere. So just contact me and let's just work and let's help some people out.
Okay, very good. Well, we've been talking with Steve Burnett at promocause.com, and you'll see the link somewhere on the page there if you want to click over to his website. Have you done anything with PBS yet at all?
No, sir. In fact, that's actually on a list of people that I'll be getting in contact with soon in the next 30 days.
Yeah, because that's I've watched that a few times on the weekend, and it's almost like it's an infomercial that they're doing. Like they've had a few people on, that'll talk about health, a healthier diet, and so forth. And and if you donate $250, you get this guy's complete home study course, kind of a thing. So I understand where you're coming from. Rather than just asking people for a straight-out donation, if they get something for it that's of value, they're more apt to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Absolutely correct.
I see really where you're coming with on that. Okay, Steve, I think we've pretty much covered everything. For everybody listening, we've got the information right there if you'd like to contact Steve about anything that's on your mind, or if you've got a nonprofit, or if you've got another marketing concept. Steve, is there anything in closing that you'd like to add?
Yes, my friend. One of the most powerful things that I learned a long time ago is something that I live my life by. It's actually a quote from Abraham Lincoln. Most of us only know half of the quote. The quote that most of us know is, "Good things come to those who wait." Problem is that's only half of the quote. The real quote is, "Good things come to those who wait, but only that which is left over from those who hustle." And I say that to say that if you have an inclination, if you have a question or an idea, don't hesitate, get in contact with me immediately. But I can't do anything to help your nonprofit, your cause, your church, or that particular person unless we talk. Reach out to me as soon as you can, and I'll be here for you.
Okay, Steve, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. My name is Leslie Robert Wolf, and remember, why play with the sharks when you can swim with the whales? We'll see you on the next show. Thanks.